Hi everyone, my name is Prita Chhabra. I am the Site Director for Public Ally Central Florida. I also served as a Public Ally in 2013-2014, and I'm really excited to be sharing this little video today as we wrap up Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I wanted to share a little bit of my South Asian culture with you all and describe to you a really beautiful word called Seva. Seva is translated to selfless service, and you can find this word in Hinduism, in Buddhism, in yoga scriptures and teachings, as well as in Sikhism. And this component is very important to my Sikh heritage, and though I am not very religious, I do carry the value of Seva with me everywhere I go. It is one of my core values, and I'm excited to talk to you about it today because I hope that it will give your service journey a fresh perspective, for you to be able to see service through a different lens, through a cultural lens that's a little bit different from how you're used to viewing it. That's my intention with sharing some information with you all today. So, Seva, also known as selfless service, as I mentioned, or a selfless action, it asks us to serve without any expectation of outcome, without expecting anything back. And it's defined as an act of compassion and care for one another above oneself. So it's that selfless action. So it's giving of yourself with an open heart, freely, without any restrictions at that time, and putting your own desires and your own ego to the side. It's an act where you have nothing to gain by doing it, and you have nothing to lose by doing it either. And that's what makes it so beautiful. It represents to me a togetherness, an integration of the human being experience. And in some Indian cultures, the act of doing seva is believed to lead to more spiritual growth and contributing to the improvement of one's community. So as you work on yourself, you're helping those around you. And so you can imagine how excited I was. Well, if you don't know me, you don't know how excited I get, but I get very excited. When I was an AmeriCorps member serving as a public ally, to see this concept of serving our community and viewing it with this parallel way that I've seen it growing up in my culture. So I want to share that experience with you all today. In my Sikh religion, we have gurus that have left and imparted knowledge and wisdom. And the fourth guru, Guru Ram Das, helped spread the message of Seva, saying that Seva was service to humanity without any discrimination. So no discrimination of gender, race, color, what country someone came from, none of that stuff. No caste, none of that stuff. And so it was a very important component, and is still continues to be a very important component of my Sikh culture and my Sikh religion. There's also a story of one of the Guru's disciples who was tasked with giving water to fallen Sikh soldiers in a battle. And he went out and he gave water to all the soldiers that he saw that were wounded, even those who were like on the opposite end, the enemy side. And he got into a little bit of hot water and was asked, why are you giving the enemies water? And he replied saying, I didn't see Sikh soldiers, I didn't see the enemy soldiers, I just saw human beings who all had the same soul of God within them. And aren't we supposed to serve each other this way? Like, isn't this what we're supposed to do? And so that really made an impact on our culture, and it made an impact on me when I heard that story as well, that we're all in this together. We're all going through things together and serving one another, and giving of myself is really, really important to me, and I know to all of us who are working in the community and serving. And so within my Sikh culture, the easiest way to see Seva being practiced is that every Sunday at our Gurdwara, which is our place of worship, community members take turns providing and preparing a meal for everybody who attends service that day. It's important to note that you do not have to be Sikh to go to the Gurdwara to enjoy a free, delicious vegetarian meal. Anybody can come and participate in our langar, which is the word for being able to receive that meal and enjoy that. So this practice of coming to temple, coming to the Gurdwara and having langar with the community members, it was greatly impacted by COVID. Obviously, we couldn't come anymore. But as community members, we didn't want to stop doing Seva. It was like the one thing that we couldn't give up. So we actually created a very safe drive-through langar service for community members. And every Sunday we would prepare a meal. We would stand outside and create like a safe drive-through option for people to come in their cars. They didn't have to get out. They just pop their trunks, and we would put the meals in their trunks for them. And what was the most interesting thing about that experience is that the majority of the people that came to the Gurdwara to get the meal were not Sikh and they were not Indian. I saw a lot of different people, different races, different religions coming in to get the meals. I saw people who were laid off with their office stuff in their trunk. I saw people with kids, people with dogs, like all sorts of different people coming together to the Gurdwara to enjoy the benefits of the Seva. And we gave to everybody, even individuals facing homelessness, coming on their bikes to get a meal. It was so beautiful to be able to serve our community in this way. And through this cultural lens of understanding what that value means to me in this very open, free way. It was a wonderful thing to be involved in at that time. And some days we served more than 300 meals, so it was very impactful, and it was amazing to be able to meet the needs of our community members regardless of what they look like, where they came from, what their experiences were. Everybody really came together. It was awesome. And so in our culture, to do that, to do Seva, it is the highest thing that you can do. In today's world, working in nonprofit, working in social justice work, working in our communities, it's so easy to get burned out all in the name of service, putting everybody's needs and everybody above us. So it's important for you all to know and remember, you got to take care of yourselves. You got to keep your cup full. I know we say that a lot. Give that which runneth over. To me, that's like the cappuccino, the cream that falls over the top, or like the foam at the top. They're like, no, I don't want to waste the foam. It's my favorite part. That's how I see when I give myself. I want to give the best of myself to everybody while keeping my cup full, and doing so freely. And to me, Seva also means that I look for myself in every single person I meet. It doesn't mean I don't see differences in the things that make us unique. It just means that regardless of how someone is speaking to me, treating me, talking to me, I can look beyond that and past that and look for myself, that same humanness that's in me that's also in that other person, and still serve them and act from a place of kindness. I really strive to do that, and that's how I do my Seva every single day. And so you can do Seva all the time. You can open doors for strangers at the grocery store. You can pick up that piece of trash you saw on the sidewalk. But also, you can do Seva every day in how you interact with your family members, with your friends, with your loved ones, with your relationships, especially in your relationships. To me, it's, putting your ego to the side, even if you're having an argument with someone, and still finding the space to have compassion for that person as well, and realizing we're all in this together. We are all trying to get by. We're all trying to make a difference. We're all trying to make an impact. And as different as someone may seem, it's being able to see that common humanity that's in all of us. And so I really hope that by watching this video and learning about Seva, you're able to impart this concept through this cultural lens that I've shared with you all today. And if you'd like to talk more about it, you can reach out to me. Have a good day, everyone, and happy service.